Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This video is about the most perfect man that lived on this earth. You know, the perfect role model, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So nowadays we all have, role models of different people that we look up to, right? But we must not forget the original one, or the best one, Prophet Muhammad, bro. And I'm gonna start off this video because people who clicked on it for self-improvement and is non-Muslim, they could be like, in the comments below, I can tell already, you're gonna say, oh, you look up to a pedophile. If he was truly a pedophile, look back at his time and then just say, like, did anybody call him a pedophile? No, nobody did. Because why? It was normal back then. It was normal back then. Because the age that people died were younger, people matured more faster, and it's just a whole different circumstance. And it's very offending to the people that you look up to. Because what if I just go up to like a random person and said, oh, you're an atheist, you're Jeffrey Dahmer was an atheist, or whatever. Go up to a random atheist, Hitler was this and that. Oh, you're a German, and then we were like, oh, you're German, so then you're Hitler. I just wanted to do that quick disclaimer, bro. If somebody makes fun of that, then just forget about it, bro, because you know the truth. You know where you're gonna go when you die, and just, inshallah, just give it to God. Let God do all the work. And yeah, bro, let's get straight into this. And so, bro, nowadays, us people, young people on self-improvement, we like to idolize fictional characters, these anime characters, and I'm also, what is that word called? I'm also guilty of this. I don't worship them, but like I idolize them. Like I want to be like, oh, Goku have such a good physique, this and that, and he is really great, right? These people are really good, for motivation, this and that. But there's a person who is real, or who was real, and he was living on this earth, and it's a person that you can look up to, and it is following the straight path, following the path that you should follow. And people usually think as religious people, very highly religious people, as like this weak people, very like only dead set on one thing. But dang, that was that. But there's this new thing that's going on around nowadays, like holistic religion. Like not only improving in the aspect of reading their scripture, practicing and praying, not only that, but also around this stuff on how to do things, like how to make a business, how to read books, how to work out, learn self-defense, whatever it may be, bro. But there's this thing going around now where it's just very beautiful to see, like, religion coming back, because us young people, we've been strayed away from the path of God, right? Because all the stuff that the world has been put on us to worship, these materialistic things, the Lamborghinis, the women in bikinis, the girls on Pornhub, the girls on the animes you watch, the hentai, these materialistic worldly pleasures that's been worshipped. And I really hope we continue to gradually keep getting higher and higher, bro, because religious men are highly disciplined men. And if we have in our society highly religious disciplined men, bro, then we can go out not having to like have the fear that our daughters, our mothers, our sisters are gonna get like harassed by other men, because we can trust it. If you go back into the age of where back then, where religion was very highly thing around the people when the World War was happening, and everybody was highly religious, and devoted to the God, then you could trust them not to steal your wallet. But nowadays, bro, you walk up in a random place, you don't know, somebody gonna steal your wallet, bro. That's what sucks. We lost religion. Prophet Muhammad, bro, he was like a very good role model to us young men on self-improvement, right? Trying to improve ourselves, and in the end, hopefully we get a wife, and it's just a beautiful thing. But one thing that he did was he was very masculine, bro. All these red pill and all these self-improvement people always talking about improving yourself, being like having the high SMV, and being masculine and focusing on the objective and not woman, right? And bro, being masculine is like doing the work that you're supposed to do even when you don't feel like it, right? And that's what he did. He worked on his business, he worked on spreading the word, and he's just building himself as a man. He wasn't focused on finding a girl, because I can tell you from experience, bro, for like these past 16 years, when I was ever since I was a little kid, the only number one objective that I did before it just changed, right? The only thing that I focused on was getting girls. And when I tell you, bro, when your happiness slash your way of life is through getting validation from other people and not from within, you ain't gonna find it, bro. You ain't gonna find it. Because number one, right, keep focusing on getting girls, they're just gonna reject you. And if your validation system slash your happiness comes from them saying yes, you're gonna keep getting unrejected, and you're gonna end up keep getting depressed. But what happens, bro? You need to get out of that cycle and just reflect on yourself on why they keep rejecting you, bro. They keep rejecting you because number one, you're trash. Like, you just gotta look at yourself sometimes in the mirror and just call yourself trash, and you shouldn't feel down about that. You should feel motivated, because every person that you see on top, bro, has been in the bottom. And happiness doesn't come from reaching the top, it's from going to the top, right? And you just gotta learn how to love the journey, bro. So, like, again, he's very masculine, bro. He was just focusing on his goal, on his purpose. And one day a person came up to him and proposed to him, because he saw how good he was at his craft. So that's a lesson, bro. Find a craft slash something that you can focus on, be very good at it, and then be very successful at it. And one day you'll find one person for you, bro. So stop focusing on trying to get girls, bro, and focus on your purpose and being masculine. Because nowadays, everybody, or not everybody, but what the world trying to do is they're trying to make you obsessed with women. That's what they want. They want you obsessed with women. And it's hard not to be obsessed with a woman, because if you're going through puberty, if you're like young like me, your testosterone's high, all you want to do, bro, is get women, right? But it's kind of like the opposite. What we want to do is sometimes not what's good for us, right? We want to eat that cake, we want to jack off, but that's not what's good for us, right? And so you must understand that. You want to get the girl right now, you just want to settle down, this and that, and be complacent. Go watch that Netflix. You want to do it because it's the easy way. It's the thing that's going to make you instant gratification happy. But look, in the long run, you got to think about the long run, bro. You eat that cake, you watch that Netflix, you get complacent. 10 years from now, you're not going to be living the life that you want. You just got to be thinking about that, bro. You think about your future self, right? And so, yeah, he worked on his business. And bro, man's muscular, right? In the Quran, or I think it was the Hadith, correct me which one is it, in the comments if you know. But man had broad shoulders and a chest. Like, bro, man was muscular. He went to the gym, and it's good to see that, a strong role model, because like you saw that he was strong and he was good looking, bro. He ain't that tall. He was medium height. He wasn't blessed with 6 foot. He was just a normal dude that put in the work. right? And yeah, bro. So basically, he also had simplicity and gratitude. Simplicity and gratitude. This is one of the most things that I also preach about, bro. What I also talk about. Simplicity and gratitude. Nowadays, bro, everybody tries to put on the fact of superficial ideologies / materialism, whatever, capitalism. Bro, when I went to New York Times Square, I was hoping that everybody would be like all happy and holding hands and like, you know, be all this grateful of like, oh, this and that. But nah, the only thing nowadays that's going on in this entire world that everybody worships is, you know, materialistic things, shopping, this and that. But nah, bro, life is more simple than it really seems. You know, Prophet Muhammad, right? He was rich, and yet he chose to live a poor life. And there is a, you know, there's a blessing in that. There's a blessing in living in simplicity. Number one, it makes life happier, right? It makes you have more gratitude, because the true thing in life, bro, people always try to chase happiness, this and that. When you chase happiness, it's not gonna come. True happiness is not getting or trying to reach something that, you know, is your goal, but it's in gratitude, you know. So for example, happiness won't come from me getting 1 million subscribers. Happiness is me, you know, recording the video, this and that. That's where the gratitude comes from. Gratitude doesn't come from getting the physique you want, but gratitude comes from, you know, being grateful for each and every day of working towards that goal. Who's gonna be more, you know, who's gonna reach that goal most likely? The person who's grateful for each and every day, bro, whether it's hard or whether it's not hard, or the person who's just doing it? Obviously the person who's grateful. That's where true happiness comes from. Gratitude. And bro, person across the street just screamed. I thought it was screaming at me, bro, but you know, that's where it comes from, bro. Gratitude. When you be like, if you take out all the desires of like everything of the world, you know, just like take a break on YouTube, take a break on Instagram, you know, take a break from TikTok, and just look at like everything around you, and like you're at a house, you got food, that's literally all you need, you know. A thing in stoicism is negative thinking. You gotta think about the things that other people don't have that you have. And people may say, oh, this and that, but you just gotta think about it, bro. Because number one, if you have gratitude, it makes you happy, it makes you think positive, it makes you feel better. And so then if you feel better, you'll perform better, right? And so that's just basic knowledge, bro. Have more gratitude in your life and be more grateful. You know, you can start gratitude journaling, bro. People's gonna think it's gay. Oh, you gratitude journal? Okay then, bro. You make fun of me that I'm gratitude journaling while I'm happy. I'm here over here sitting happily, and you know, me performing my best, and you over here like depressed, like. But yeah, bro. Be grateful and live a simple life, bro. And you'll see that all the blessings will come to you. You know, when you get like a certain new shirt, you'll be happy with that. Why? Because you've been living in simplicity. But if you've been living off Gucci, off this and that, there's nothing higher than that, right? Who's gonna be more grateful? The person who like wears normal shirts and this and that, or the person buying Gucci when he gets a new present? When he gets a new shirt, he's gonna be like, oh, I don't. But yeah, bro, learn to live a simple life, you know. And you know, that's not saying to like not have goals on earning more money. Obviously, like financial freedom and like trying to help your family out is like a good goal. But you know, there's only a certain amount of money that you need. After that, you know, it just becomes materialistic. And yeah, bro, make sure you detach yourself from these materialistic things that the people is trying to like, you know, put inside and embed in your head. Because that's the true thing. Something I would like to add. It's inside this book called Unscripted by MJ DeMarco, right? He talks about like the government and the society, that they give you a reward system. You know, if you do this, they will give you that. I think it was called the rat experiment, but basically they reward you if you do a certain something, right? So basically You work and work and work and work. And what do they reward you with? Pleasure, right? And the pleasure keeps you weak. And so if they keep you weak, they'll keep you controlled, right? So basically, you gotta rise above all that, bro. Rise above all that. And yeah, bro, inshallah, you will make it, right? And, you know, Prophet Muhammad, bro, he had tons of money, but he still lived a poor life. Why? Because he wanted to, you know, help the people who couldn't make money, right? The people who were disabled, the people who, you know, their parents were already old and can't work, the people who are homeless. And yeah, bro, that's the thing that you should strive on. You know, you shouldn't strive to make more money or try to make money for, you know, obviously you need cost of livings, but you shouldn't strive to get more money and, you know, get this and that because of, you know, the money that's gonna come with it. You shouldn't strive for that, because once you become to strive to that, once you don't reach that goal, you're gonna feel like it ain't working for you. So let me give you a clear example of that, bro. So let's just say a person chasing the money, you know, he starts like affiliate marketing, whatever. He starts affiliate marketing. He basically just only cares about the money. After a few months, he doesn't get the money and just gives up. He's like, oh, this doesn't work. But a person that genuinely loves affiliate marketing, he doesn't chase the money. He chases the happiness or the flow, the gratitude that comes through that, right? What happens? He stakes on it. And business is long term, right? So then basically after a few years, he reaches his goal. And that's the truth, bro. Your goal to make more money is to help the people around you, to help your community, you know? Because once you start to chase value, you know, because, you know, money comes from value, you're gonna necessarily get money in return, you know? A good example of this is, you know, t-shirts. You know, somebody creates cotton t-shirts or whatever it may be. He doesn't chase the money that comes with it, but he chases the value. So then he's trying to make the best t-shirts that he can make. And in return, it will come. You know, the money will come. Another thing is, he was strong, bro. Prophet Muhammad was strong, bro. He had very good strength. You know, there was a hadith, right, that he body slammed, I think, 3 times the best wrestler in Mecca. And bro, that's so badass, bro, because, like, you know, Habib, the people in the Dagestan, they like to wrestle and they're very good at it, right? And it's just very good to see, you know, one of the best role models for us, or the best role model for us, you know, learn how to wrestle. Because there's this, you know, perception that there are highly religious people who are weak, you know, like they're weak, they can't do nothing, they submit to God, they believe in God, so then they're weak, they're submissive, they believe in God, they're weak, you know. But, you know, there's also this other thing where people are strong, but they're also evil, right? But, you know, Prophet Muhammad, he was good because, you know, he was strong, but yet he believed in God, right? And then the guy that he ended up being, you know, he, what is that called? He reverted to Islam. And, you know, that was just such a beautiful story to, you know, learn about. But yeah, bro, he was very strong, and, you know, he stayed fit. Nowadays, bro, we must understand that life ain't all about on one perception. You must improve your life on different aspects of it, you know. Get some more knowledge, work out, you know, eat a healthy diet, and, you know, try to work on something that's meaningful to you. And, bro, just live life and enjoy the blessings of it, bro. Because nowadays we always get distracted by different desires, different pleasures, and we just lose focus and forget on the fact of how simple life is. Yeah, bro, he was just honestly a great inspiration, bro, great motivation. So every time you think like you're in a situation and you don't know what to do, bro, just ask yourself, bro, what would Muhammad do? Or what have he done? You know, he had good business skills, good sales skills. You know, you want to get into a business and you want to be really good at sales. You know, sales is the number one thing for business. You need to be able to get to that point of selling, right? And once you get to that point of selling, you know, tell them why they should buy your product. Tell them why they should do it. And yeah, bro, hopefully you will reach one day. And so the conclusion of this video, bro, don't go out and looking for different idols, you know, because God, you know, if you're a true believer, you always say it, bro. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. You know, Muhammad is the final messenger and the best messenger, bro. And so, what does that mean? Don't look for other people to look for, because Muhammad had it all. He was strong, he was intelligent, he was kind, he was very merciful, he was God's favorite, you know. And I don't want to say like this as wrong information, but like, if you just imagine, you know, yourself becoming Prophet Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to replicate him, not replicate but him, but like try to look at his, what is that word called, his details, like slash like the stuff that he has, the characteristics that make him who he is or who he was, then add it into yourself. Then, you know, take what is useful and reject what is useless, you know. And yeah, bro, hopefully this video will really open your eyes on like following other idols slash people to follow, when, you know, in the Quran, the Hadith, it is clear who we should follow, the perfect role model that, you know, God gave. And yeah, bro, you feel like you don't know which path to take, you feel lost, just ask yourself, bro, what would Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, do? And yeah, bro, that's enough for me. Be the best possible man you can be, improve your life. And, you know, if you like doing a bad habit and you feel like not improving your life, think about your future kid, think about your future self, making your wallpaper, whatever it may be. But just think about the future, and I guarantee you, bro, you will be successful. Wallahi, you will be successful if you think about your future. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.